Buenos días y bienvenidos y todos. Good morning and welcome, everyone. Welcome to a community dedicated to providing spiritual tools for living a happy and full life. My name is Karina Shearer, and I am the spiritual director and founding minister here at the Center for Spiritual Living Puerto Vallarta. If you would like to join us for the live Zoom meeting, please contact me for the link and the password, or check my website, www.cslpv.org, on the weekly talk section. Today is Sunday, November 9th, 2025, and we are continuing our monthly theme of loving the unlikable. Today, the topic is the Beneathness. Again, one of the suggested books for reading this month is Rooted: Life at the Crossroads of Science, Nature, and Spirit, written by Leanda Lynn Hott. So at this time, I would like to once again truly welcome everyone, including those that are new to our center here in Vallarta, whether you are on the live Zoom call or watching the replay at a later time. Here we teach a philosophy that honors all faith traditions. So whatever path you are on, know that it is the right one for you. The philosophy that we teach is called the science of mind, and it is a teaching based on new thought and ancient wisdom, where we offer spiritual tools and principles to promote personal growth. And as I mentioned, we honor diversity in all aspects so that you know that we value each and every one of you. And when Dr. Ernest Holmes first studied and founded this teaching, he had studied both Eastern and Western spiritual texts in order to create this science of mind in the 1920s. And it focuses on the individual use of thoughts and this powerful thing called the mind. When asked to provide a concise definition of the teaching, he had replied that it is a correlation of laws of science, opinions of philosophy, and revelations of religion applied to human needs and aspirations. So each week, we offer a service with an inspirational message. We offer the Zoom meeting at 10 a.m., as well as meeting in person at 12 noon. And we have found a new location for our in-person gathering starting next week. And there will be more information on that near the end of this message. And after the service, whether it's in person or on Zoom, join us afterwards for some great conversations with like-minded people and enjoy a cup of coffee together. And also, as part of growing our center, we have been inviting and we are open to receiving a guest speaker on the second Sunday of each month to provide the message in Spanish with English translation. So we are still looking for someone to join us. So if you are a minister or practitioner that would like to join us and you speak fluent Spanish, then please get in contact with me so we can schedule you in for whichever month is most convenient for you. And now let's together review our purpose, vision, and mission statements. We have a grand purpose here each week, and that is to awaken and celebrate diversity and to love and serve our community. We do this by means of our vision, creating the life you desire. And this is supported by our mission to provide spiritual tools for personal growth and I'm sorry about changing the screen on you. I have my little kitten here with me today who wants to be involved. However, if you would like to have more information on our vision, mission, and purpose statements, you can find them on their own drop-down menu on our website. So let's have a reading from the Creative Thought magazine. So I'll be reading from November 9th, 2014. And as you know, spiritual mind treatment is always done in the first person. So I invite you to gently close your eyes and take these words as your own if you so choose. I am free. On this day, I am free. I breathe in freedom and release anything that enslaves me or causes me to feel enslaved. There is one breath, one power, and that power is God. I am at one with that power, that infinite spirit that moves in, around, and through me. I speak my word, knowing that I have been granted a perfect freedom, a state of consciousness that says my life is my own. I know it, I believe it, and I own it. I take dominion over my life. I am no longer a slave to anything that seeks to control my mind, my body, or my spirit. I am in control of my life. I am in control of my finances. I am in control of my feelings. On this day, I am free from discord of every nature. I give thanks for the knowing that I am free to live my life as I choose. I give thanks for the knowing that no thing, no person, no condition imprisons me. Today, I am free. I release my word to the law of mind, knowing it is done, and so it is. And that was originally submitted by licensed practitioner Francine Ward from Palm Desert, California. So this week, we are going to delve into beneathness, exploring the hidden aspects of what lies beneath our feet. And John O'Connell wrote this: when we devote no time to the inner life, we lose the habit of soul. We become accustomed to keeping things at surface level. If we fail to acquaint ourselves with soul, we will remain strangers in our own lives. And in the book Rooted, Life at the Crossroads of Science, Nature, and Spirit, Leanda wrote this: we are always standing upon holy ground. I feel this very literally walking shoeless. Barefoot walking increases my ecological knowledge of the places that I walk in unexpected ways. While watching where I step, I find feathers, fungus, tracks from the tiny feet of my animal cousins, and all manner of small living wonders. Caterpillars in their instars, always shedding, the rough-skinned newt on his overland migration, a hummingbird eggshell, broken open and impossibly small, and then searching the nest above it with the tiny pin bills pointed skyward. Shoes put little blindfolds on our souls. Shoes shed. I feel the earth change beneath my feet. The places where the soil turns suddenly extra cold. Say, and I look up to find a closed cedar canopy. I realize I am standing on soil that is never touched by the sun. And looking down again, I see what happens here. The hefty growth of sword ferns and the lack of nearly every other plant. And if I am very quiet and still and let my feet stand solid upon the earth, I can feel what I have come to call beneathness. For the soil is alive and writhing beyond my sight with roots, mycelia, decomposers, bacteria, protozoa, worms, grubs, beetles, beyond counting, beyond knowing. The living and the dead brushing together to create the quietest symphony of sound and activity. Holy ground. So in the depths of nature's mysteries lies the profound concept of beneathness, as described by Leanda Lynn Hout. When we connect with this unseen world, shedding our shoes and placing our ears against the bark of a tree, we become entrained with the rhythmic symphony of life that pulses through every living being. And Ernest Holmes, in his exploration of life's essence, reminds us that life is all that there is. This dedication and declaration encompasses not only the beauty and vitality that we are readily embracing, but also the decomposition, the decay, and the death that are integral to the cycle of life. And Holmes emphasizes that something cannot come from nothing, and thus life is the source and substance of all that exists. In Take the Road to Happiness, Holmes wrote this: "The wick of your individual life runs deep into the oil of pure being. No matter what confusion appears at the surface of your life, there is always a place of calm at the center of your being. No matter how turbulent the waves may be on the ocean of your experience, beneath there is a changeless peace." So there is a cycle of life and death. And by acknowledging the breathlessness, the dynamic interplay of life and death beneath the soil, we recognize the oneness of existence. The circle of life is continuous and it dances where the living are nourished by the remains of the dead, and every fallen tree and leaf and decaying tree and decomposing creature that contributes to the richness of the soil. This process, often overlooked or shunned, is a testament to the interconnectedness of all things. And I have cats, and they like to hunt and capture bugs in the house. They don't always eat them, but they leave them on the floor for me to find. And they're easy to find. I just have to follow the line of the little ants that make a trail from the patio to the remains and back out to the patio, carrying a little morsel back to their nest. I've also seen them out on the sidewalk, surrounding a dead iguana or wasp or cockroach. And I simply step over them and let them carry on in their circle of life. Decomposition and death are not separate from the vibrancy of existence, but rather a vital part of it. It is in the sacred ground, alive with unseen activity, that we find the true essence of oneness. Life, in all its forms and phases, is a continuous cycle of renewal, a reminder that everything is interconnected and that every aspect of existence, even those we might shy away from, contributes to the wholeness of being. And as we open ourselves to the beneathness and the full circle of life, we align ourselves with the rhythms of nature and the uh, deeper truths of existence. We learn to see the beauty in decay, the sacredness in death, and the eternal dance of life that unites all of us. Ralph Waldo Emerson wrote this: "We live in succession, in division, in parts, in particles. Meantime, within us is the soul of the whole, the wise silence, the universal beauty to which every part and particle is equally related, the eternal one." So let's discover what lies beneath. Discovering and honoring the beneathness within us is essential for our spiritual and emotional well-being, just as the vibrant, writhing substrate beneath the soil sustains the life above, or our past experiences, history, old beliefs, and the relationships that form the foundation of who we are today. The good and the bad of every action, every decision, every idea and thought all contribute to the rich tapestry of our lives. And by acknowledging and reflecting on this beneathness, we can understand how these elements shape our present and influence our future. In this process, it becomes crucial to till the soil of our soul, turning over and examining and evaluating its contents. Just as gardeners remove rocks and debris to ensure their plants thrive, we too must identify and weed out old beliefs or experiences that no longer serve us. This act of introspection and self-care helps us to create a nourishing environment for our growth and well-being. By embracing the entirety of our beneathness, the joys and the sorrows, the successes and failures, we cultivate a deeper sense of oneness and authenticity. Ernest Holmes said this: "In all forms of healing, all that can be done is to let an inner light flow to restore us to our original pattern of perfection." So let's walk barefoot through life. I often go to the beach, taking off my sandals to walk barefoot, feeling the ground beneath me and the gentle lapping of the tide that moistens the ground, preparing for my next step. I watch as my footsteps disappear behind me with each wave that comes in. Our lives, souls, and histories are indeed holy ground, rich with the sacredness of every experience that has shaped us. Just as the earth beneath our feet is teeming with life and decomposition, every moment of our past, whether joyful, painful, or mundane, contributes to the vibrant substrate of who we are. And to honor all parts of ourselves, the good, the bad, and the ugly, is to recognize the holiness inherent in our individual journeys. And by walking barefoot within ourselves, we strip away the barriers that separate us from our true essence, allowing us to feel the sacredness of our lives as individualized expressions of the One. Walking barefoot within ourselves is a powerful metaphor for embracing vulnerability and authenticity. When we shed the protective layers that shield us from deeper truths, we become attuned to the intricate and delicate textures of our inner landscape. Each step we take in this metaphorical journey invites us to acknowledge the beauty in our imperfections and the wisdom in our past, even if we deem some actions as mistakes. It is a reminder that every part of us, from our brightest achievements to our darkest moments, are worthy of reverence and acceptance. This is a little story by Thich Nhat Hanh. And as a boy, one day he looked into a large water-filled clay jar and saw a beautiful leaf of many colors. It rested at the bottom of the water, out of reach of his arm. He found a stick, but no matter how much he swirled the water, he could not make the leaf rise to the surface. Giving up, he walked away. And when he returned a few moments later, the leaf lay upon the surface of the water, and he picked it up. The water had continued to swirl while he was away, bringing the leaf to the surface. And this is how our unconscious minds work. When we have a problem to solve, struggling with our conscious mind becomes futile at a certain point. So we must be able to stir the water and step away for a moment. Here's another quote by Thich Nhat Hanh. He said, when we walk like we are rushing, we print anxiety and sorrow on the earth. Be aware of the contact between your feet and the earth. Walk as if you are kissing the earth with your feet. So each embracing breathlessness in all of its forms means acknowledging and honoring the intricate layers of life that often go unseen in our lives. This includes rich tapestry of past experiences, memories, and emotions. Yes, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Each of these elements contributes to the foundation of who we are, providing nourishment for our growth and evolution. And by delving into our personal beneathness, we cultivate a deeper understanding of ourselves and recognize the sacredness in every part of our journey. This introspection process allows us to appreciate the beauty in our imperfections and the lesson in our challenges, fostering a sense of oneness and wholeness. And in nature, beneathness is embodied in the dynamic process of decomposition, decay, and renewal. The soil beneath our feet is teeming with life, from the roots to decomposers, all working together to sustain the ecosystem. And by recognizing and honoring these unseen cycles, we come to see all aspects of the natural world as holy. The circle of life, birth, growth, death, and rebirth is a continuous dance that maintains the balance and vitality of life. Embracing beneathness in nature and in ourselves deepens our connection to the earth and to the divine, reminding us that every element of existence, no matter how hidden or mundane or humble, is part of a sacred and interconnected whole. And I'll leave you with this quote. There can be no rebirth without a dark night of the soul, a total annihilation of all that you believed in and thought that you were. And that brings us to our affirmation of the week. I trust the beneathness within me, where my strength and stability lie. So now it's time for news and updates at our center. So starting next Sunday, the 16th of November, we will be meeting at our new location at the Living Room Bookstore and Coffee Shop in Cinco de Diciembre. So this is the 12 o'clock in-person meeting. We will still have our 10 o'clock Zoom. And the location of the bookstore and coffee shop is noted on our website. And if you are interested in learning more about the Science of Mind teaching, we do offer courses via Zoom as well as in person. So connect with me or check our website for details. And I've also put in under the classes section a little, what do you call them? Not a quiz, but a survey of some upcoming possibilities for classes and book studies. But if there's anything additional you would like to add, there's a spot for that as well. So please let me know. And if anyone is interested in a one-on-one connection for spiritual mind treatment, please connect with me so that we can arrange a time for that. Also, if you would like to become a member of the Center for Spiritual Living Puerto Vallarta for this current year, as membership is renewed annually, or if you'd like to become a member of our board of trustees, then please contact me and I will send you the appropriate forms. I'd also like to remind you to like, comment, and subscribe to our YouTube channel and our Facebook page. And now it's time for mindfully giving and financial support of our spiritual home. We rely on your support to continue our center here in Puerto Vallarta so that we can continue offering this powerful teaching of the science of mind. We bless the financial gifts that you give today, no matter the amount. Your contributions are circulated with our tithing to our greater organization, which reaches out globally as well as locally. And we also tithe to a local women's shelter here in Vallarta. So please know that your contribution returns the goods to others in so many ways. So thank you for your generosity. Donations can be made using either PayPal or Tithely by going to our website, www.cslpv.org, and you'll find the donate buttons on both the landing page as well as on our page with the weekly talks. Alternatively, you can still send in a paper check by addressing it to CSLPV number 403, 2125 Birch Road, Kelowna, BC, B1Y8M1. And now please join me in our offertory affirmation. I know that my giving blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, and all that I give and receive. I do give eternal thanks for the abundance that is mine to share. So thank you for coming and sharing this time together. And let's continue practicing peace. We can each be a force for peace and nonviolence. Our words and our actions create ripples of peace all around us and beyond. Peaceful living includes acting with compassion, kindness, and consideration. And it also includes standing up against injustice. Today is World Freedom Day. It was established in 2001 in the United States to commemorate the fall of the Berlin Wall and subsequent collapse of the communist governments in Eastern Europe. Tuesday is November 11th, Veterans Day or Remembrance Day. commemorating the end of fighting World War I. And later this month, we have the American Thanksgiving Day. So today, more than ever, we need to stand for peace. Hug your friends, your loved ones, and your neighbors. May peace and love be with you. Peace and blessings to all. Namaste.